Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. It is Acid Rain World time. Today is Sunday, the 3rd of September 2023, and we got this Scorpion Laurel LAA3s. When this was first shown, they were called Arachnid Laurel, so I'm not sure if this will be slightly different. If I can find the picture I have from the toy show of the prototype Arachnid Laurel, I will put it somewhere on the right of your screen now. Ta-da! And if I can't, and I'm just talking nonsense, then you'll be disappointed, so I'm sorry. But I'll see if I can find it, I'll stick it in there. This does look pretty good. Now, I like the Laurels anyway. Some people don't like the design, so the legs are too stumpy. Well, this has got a 4-leg situation going on. It looks like we've got a Cossack marksman down there too. Sand team does look very nice, and the Cossack marksman is one of the best 1/18 scale military figures in my opinion. I'll put a link in the top right for you to check out. So that's the artwork on the back to show us what we get, and there we can see at the top. Boop. We get the Laurel. We get the gun for the ungun armed, or the ungun arm I should say, and we get another gun for the action figure or pilot. There's no pilot inside. Now most of my Acid Rainbow stuff is locked up away in boxes, which are POM boxes, under boxes, inside boxes. So I did dig out an AMM figure to look at this with in a little while. Does look pretty cool. I'm going to unbox and set it up. If you like sort of content, please consider joining Patreon. Link on the top right of the screen now. Get to see everything early. No needs to wait around waiting for it to be published on YouTube. Sometimes it can take 3 months plus. So it is worth doing, especially for 7 days, because it's free and you can cancel any time in 7 days and not be charged a single cent. Okay, be back with this bad boy setup in an instant. Stay tuned. And here it is. It's interesting. I quite like it, and I'll tell you what I don't like first of all. But this is not about this. This is about mechs in general. Mechs that have guns like this. I think mechs just have a gun arm or gun arms, but that's just my personal preference. And I think there's some logic to that too, but but that's just me. Maybe you prefer guns like this. I don't know. It does look pretty cool. The legs do work quite well, and they're a lot longer than I thought. So you got a great possibility here for doing dioramas, for it stretching and climbing over things, which would be pretty damn cool, because these legs can stretch quite far. We see in a moment do the articulation. So it comes with the 2 guns. One is here, and then the gun for the pilot I've put in the compartment behind the seat. I'm going to look at that in a moment. It's reminiscent of the classic Laurel as opposed to the modern day Revenant Laurels and Snow whatever Laurel. This is far more classic style, which is not a bad thing. I do like this. And this gun arm we first saw on the Rust Laurel long time ago. Very, very nice looking. Let's get a closer look. So we got underneath first of all. So he's got the little ratchets there. Quite nice, not that ugly underneath. Well weathered. And Acid Rain is the most weathered action figures in 1/18 scale, maybe any scale at the moment. Sometimes a bit too heavily weathered. The front looks pretty nice. Drilled barrel on the guns is awesome. To the side, nothing major. Now it is worth noting that the way they set it up, they have the ammo chains or belts on the inside. I put mine on the outside, but that's cool. I did it and then looked at the instructions afterwards. Does look pretty cool. And then from the back, see this sort of engine block thing, which is articulated when you open and close the cockpit. That does go out and then in. So let's look at articulation and features and whatnot. So start off with this gun here. Now the gun does have a small peg, which you can see at the back here, which slots into the hand so it holds it well. You can also take out the magazine, the clip, and you can see the little bullet inside. This one you can also take off this, and you can see some bullets inside too. Now open the cockpit, you can go this, and then when you do the top, was the bottom, which one? There we go, the top, and come down. This part does come out. If I push that or bring that up in, that comes in again. See the cockpit here? Let's put a bit of light on that. Pretty cool. The handles do move in and out, so it makes it easier to put a figure in and then grab the handles after. In the original Laurels, and you may not know this, there were these little slats, and inside the slats there was a clipboard you could take out with pliers, with tweezers, but these ones don't have that anymore. And if you pull the seat down, that's where you stow the gun for the pilot. There we go. Just slots in nicely. It's got a little clip for the gun in there, which I'm hoping I can put back in easily again. Maybe I cannot. There we go. Then close the seat, and that's all there again. Let's close up our cockpit. Okay, turn this light off. Okay, so we have the guns. These go up and down, and they do pivot too. Arms go all around on ratchets. They've got a small shoulder roll. You get a good lateral raise, a very good lateral raise on this. It's a double elbow joint, and look how tight his elbow is with that gun. It's fantastic. This side doesn't have the gun, it has the hand, so it should get even tighter on the bend. The articulation is a ball joint on the wrist, small ball joint, and the fingers have joint at the bottom, another joint here, and another joint by the end of the digit, but it's quite stiff. There we go. So you can make a sort of fist with the 3-finger hand. The waist, you can dip backwards, forwards. Let's put these, knocked off the clip from the guns, put these down a little bit. So you've got a backwards, forwards. You can turn, and then these legs here, they move around. All of them move around, so you get a really good range of motion. They've got a ratchet sort of coming up. Make a bit of an X, and then these single joint, but you do get over or just about 90 degrees. Then you've got a small, I want to call it an ankle, which goes a full 90 degrees too. So what I was saying earlier is you could get this climbing up stuff due to the sheer range of motion it's got. So now you can have it 1 foot on there and start to climb up something, have it coming down something, and so forth. It's just a great looking mech. And no, the more I play with it, the more I like it. It sort of reminds me of a little bit of a squid in the box because the legs are all down. So let's get this in a bit more of a sensible pose again, or one that fits into screen. Big. Now, doing a size on this is going to be really tough because, you know, you can put the legs in so many positions and change the size so many times. It's going to make it not really that realistic to get an accurate measurement of. But like this, with the legs quite splayed, let's get an idea. I'll put the yellow jacket captain from the AMM release in front. This is at least twice as big as him. So it is bigger than a normal Laurel. It's got a lot more articulation in the legs for sure. Loads of possibilities with it. I'm liking this a lot. Do I get another one? Yeah, I haven't got the space really. I'm so much stuff in this apartment now, and I'm thinking if I finish my job in 1 year, how am I going to get it out of this country? I have no idea. I'll give it a measurement with the legs as flat as can be for height, and we'll see. So that's as short as it will be in terms of height. And to the top, it is about 15 cm to the top of the guns. It's around about 17.5 or 17.5 cm, 18 cm to the top of the belts as well. If you make it super tall, you're adding on the legs another 19 cm maybe. So you make it very, very tall with spindly little legs. Let's stand it up again. I won't go too big. And then if I just come back a little bit, and here I've got the a manga dwarf mech, which is pretty cool. I've got to say, I do quite like it. Which way around do I go? That way around. You see it towers above the dwarf, and I prefer it because it does actually have a gun arm, not just holding a weapon. As the dwarf has a gun it holds. Very good mech. I'm liking it more and more. I think the possibilities is for dioramas and posing it outside and climbing over stuff and doing sort of a cliff assaults and whatnot is absolutely fantastic. So it's just growing on me. Bit unsure at first, but it is growing on me more and more. Okay, so awesome. Actually, signing out. Saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon link in the video description below, along with discount codes and links and whatnot. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.